I would like to introduce our chair of the Global ESG Committee, a friend, a philosopher, a guide. I would like to introduce our committee chair, Mr. Sailesh Haribhakti, a man who's worn many hats in the corporate world, raised standards of various organizations so high that people consider him as a serial innovator, pioneer, teacher, speaker, author, analyst, entrepreneur, and citizen of the world. He's not only a chartered and cost accountant, certified in internal audit, a certified financial planner, a fraud examiner, but also a board chairman, audit committee chairperson, and an independent director at L&T Finance, the Times Group, Bennett Coleman, Bajaj Electricals, and many, many more organizations. The list is endless. A global thought leader and an evangelist in the area of environment, social, and governance, has helped pioneer impactful concepts like IR and innovating path to net zero. He's also been conferred with the Global Competent Boards designation, GCB.D, by Competent Boards Incorporated. He's also a well-known thought leader on the Indian economy and public policies, has authored 2 books, The Digital Professional and Audit Renaissance. His chosen path is to lead the way in enmeshing the trioca of ESG, integrated reporting, and UN SDGs into all spheres of business and public policy. I would love to welcome my friend, Mr. Sailesh Haribhakti. Good evening and a very, very warm welcome. And really grateful to you for doing this for us. ESG committee holds a very important place in our heart, and it's something which is very, very close to your heart. I would love the world to know your thoughts and ideas on ESG.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. And let me begin by congratulating you on setting up DLC. I think it is truly a global digital platform which will help connect people. This is a world of collaboration. It's a world where we can think of ESG as something that is close to all our hearts. And that's what attracted me to ESG in the first place. All of us have the chance to lead. Each one of us can pick up what is the sphere in which we wish to lead. The world gives us that opportunity. DLC propels that opportunity and enables us to connect, meet, interact, make sure that the thoughts that we express can be converted into action. And to me, that is the fundamental thing driving all processes, action. So if you were to do a value chain of ESG, it starts with that action. How do you choose it? You choose it by applying the principles of double materiality. How material is that action going to be for the community? And what is it that is happening in the environment and the community which is going to affect you? And this is the single most important principle that will drive all of us to action. Let me give you 4 examples in India which can be game-changing and completely transformational for our country. So take energy transition. We have, for the first time, the amazing economic coincidence that the cost of solar power is less than the cost of coal-based power. And there is a great possibility that if we apply our minds and our collaborative efforts together, green hydrogen can make us an absolutely energy-abundant world, and particularly a nation. That is something that we can all aspire to work together on. That will change everything. It will change services, it will change industry, it will change all our interactions. Or take the idea that you do not need to kill a single animal to provide all the meat with the same taste that the world is today enjoying. Stem cells, petri dishes, artificial wombs, surrogate ability to make something grow right from the beginning to a shape where, without having done any cruelty, you will be able to enjoy the final fruits of it. This is as we speak happening. In California, you have eggs which are not laid by a chicken. And in Singapore, they last year permitted meat to be consumed from the chemical process through which it was made. This is highly replicable throughout the world. Or take the transition of land use. Just the transformation of crops into multiple crops and the planting of fruit trees where there is land adjacent available can transform the lives of the rural community like it has not seen before. Or take the delivery of additive manufacturing, 3D printed manufacturing. You can build rural homes at scale, millions of homes all over the world, using materials which are environmentally friendly and which will remove or reduce the carbon footprint. One of the largest areas where carbon footprint is created is the very homes in which we live. And that possibility exists today to transformationally eliminate a lot of the carbon footprint which arises from the homes that we dwell in. And now you extend it to all additive manufacturing possibilities, and you can see that we can together transform the world. Take the social responsibility piece, where DE&I have become absolutely critical issues for the whole world, all the boards across the world to consider. Diversity, inclusion, and equity in all aspects and in every way that you can think about it. In terms of preferences, in terms of caste, creed, where you come from, gender, all sorts of equality, diversity, and equity. And in terms of governance, the entire movement is towards purposeful governance. Every company that I know is today redefining its purpose, creating vision statements and documents which will drive it to make the difference that the founders and the people who are running the organization set out to transform. And if you combine these three, you see that we can, each one of us on this call, can think of ourselves as custodians of whatever comes in our care and our charge for the time being. And we can curate it, enhance it, make it better in a purposeful manner in order that we can deliver to the world a better world. And more importantly, we can save the human race from the travails that they would have to undergo if we were to bust the 1.5 degrees Celsius limit, that is all the allowance that is available to us on planet Earth. As most of you are aware, we managed for 65,000 years within a range of temperatures. And suddenly, 200 years ago, the temperatures took off. And today, we are at the doorstep of that full allowance getting completely used up. And therefore, we need to change today. It's no longer enough to get to net zero. And this is the first time I'm saying this publicly. It is important to get to net minus. And more importantly, it is critical for the whole world to think in terms of gross zero investments. Don't permit a single investment which will add to the carbon footprint. Fortunately, what gives me great confidence is the fact that technology to achieve these goals is today available. And I'm so happy that you have based DLC on digital technology, which is the real firepower that all of us need to harness to make sure that this becomes a reality. We need to save our planet, and we have very little time to do it in. Let's all make our commitments to net negative and to gross zero. No more carbon footprint. Thank you very much and welcome to this ESG committee.
Thank you, Sailesh ji. You know, I completely resonate with what you said, and that's why we lay down a very strong foundation in DLC. Gross zero or gross negative can only happen if we imbibe one single trait into every leader in the world, which is empathy.
Absolutely.
Because the minute you imbibe empathy into the DNA of a person and the organization, I don't think the person can do business at the cost of environment. I don't think the person can do business at the cost of not treating another human being equal, or many, many, many more things.
Absolutely.
Because before everything, you make your decisions human-centric, you make your decisions environment-centric. Governance becomes a byproduct because you'll be automatically being governed with checks and balances because you want to leave behind an institution and not a small business.
Absolutely.
And these are the things. So what we've done at DLC is to put our words into action. The DLC membership contract compels a member to attend a whole one-day training program, which is an induction into DLC, where we discuss two core values. One is empathy, and there is more than half a day session only on empathy.
Fabulous.
Because to induct the person into empathy is the beginning for DLC, all members who think alike in a common vision. And second is, there is no financial value we hold at DLC. So the number of zeros attached to a balance sheet or a human net worth is of no value to us. The only currency we recognize is how many zeros in human lives you've touched.
Superb.
So these are the two values that we want to really push down every single member's throat and make sure they come on the same common vision. And we respect people based on the number of humans they've kind of touched and impacted positively, or the environment they've impacted positively towards going net negative zero.
Absolutely.
So these are the two things.
Add gratitude to the value, and you will see that you can transform.
I will definitely look at that. Thank you.